everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has definitely been a while. I kind of took a break from filming. I don't know, I just kind of wasn't in the mood, but I'm back now filming this look using the Kylie Cosmetics, the Burgundy palette. I really like this palette. It's really nice. I created some looks for them and it was a lot of fun. Thankfully, I wrote down all of the shades I used to create each look. If I didn't write it down, I definitely would have forgotten which shadow I put where, so good for me. Pat on the back, wrote it down because I have such a bad memory and I create so many looks, and I was sick that weekend and I created like 5 looks in 2 days and it was crazy. So yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna remember, so I wrote it down. Thank you so much to anyone who actually wrote me a positive comment on those looks. They kind of got a lot of negativity and it kind of hurt my feelings quite a bit. So anyone who left any kind of positive comment or sent me a message congratulating me, thank you so much to anyone who had anything positive to say about the looks I created. I mean, at the end of the day, it is art, so people are gonna have their opinions, especially when it comes to Kylie Cosmetics. It's just kind of the reality. I don't really think I was ready for my work to be posted on such a highly publicized cosmetic page, and I just wasn't ready for the feedback of other people. Usually people who leave me comments, you know, are really kind, but that being said, I only have like 10,000 followers, and then you look at Kylie Cosmetics, their page has millions and millions of people who are entitled to their own opinion and can write whatever they want. So yeah, a lot of people didn't exactly love the looks. I personally did like them and I was proud of what I did. So at the end of the day, I guess that's all that matters. But just when people are kind of rude, it kind of hurts your feelings, you know? Like, I don't want to say they were haters because they were like obviously entitled to their own opinion, as everyone is. But just kind of the way they kind of worded things were a little bit rude. Like, I would never say those kinds of things to anybody, regardless of if it was in person or over the internet. But anyways, I like the looks I created and I really love the products they sent me. So for all of you guys who actually did enjoy the looks and wanted to see it, I created a tutorial for you. It's just on the eye look because that's basically what the photos were just eye looks. So I figured like you probably wouldn't care about the rest of it. I kind of told you what I used, but like, you know, I didn't like show you step by step on how to do it, just the eyes. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling because I'm sure I'm getting a little annoying. So yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already and let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to go into the Burgundy palette by Kylie Cosmetics, and the first thing I'm going to do is use this center shade. It's called Beach, and I'm going to use that as a transition shade. I'm going to use that using my favorite NYX 16 fluffy brush. And I'm just going to first blend it into the crease and then take it upwards as a transition shade. I've already set down my primer, obviously, using just some translucent powder so everything blends a little easier. You don't need a lot of this shade. It's very pigmented and easily blendable. I actually really love this palette. This palette and the bronze palette I've been using like all the time when I need to do an everyday look. Then next I'm going to go in with, I think this is the darkest shade in the palette. It's called Almond. It's a really nice dark brown. I'm just going to pick this up with a Kylie Cosmetics, I think this is a crease brush. Well, obviously it's a crease brush, but it doesn't have a name. So it's from the holiday set, I think. And I'm just going to place this in the crease. I'm starting off light and you can build it up as you go. I always do this just because it's always easier to add more than to take away. And then going back in with that fluffy NYX brush, I'm just going to buff it all out. Then I'm taking that same almond shade with a smaller brush. This is just a Sigma E45 brush. And I'm just going to place this color on the outer corner and on the inner corner. So we're doing like a halo type eye. And then I'm also just going to, oh, was I in focus? So I just put it on the inner corner and then I'm just going to run it in the crease just a little more so everything is like nice and smooth. And if you can, just try to leave the inner, or the center of the lid bare. Sometimes if I feel like I got too much shadow onto the center of my lid, I'll just take a tiny bit of concealer and just kind of clean it up and make sure that everything is bare, because sometimes when you're blending, it's a little hard to make sure that no shadow gets on there. You don't want dark on the center of your lid because it's kind of hard to layer a lighter shadow over a darker one and have it pop. So sometimes I just do that if I got a little bit carried away. Next, I'm going to go in with this dark bronzy color in the bottom row called New York. And I'm just going to place it on the center of the lid. Oh, this brush is just a Morphe M224, by the way. I think it's meant for concealer, but I like it for eyeshadow. And I'm just going to place it on the center and then kind of work it into the dark almond shade, just to make sure that everything is blended. And finally, I'm taking this lightest shade called Naked, and I'm just going to place that over top on the very center. And I find that when you place it on the center, it kind of mixes the shades and adds like an extra pop. And then we can move on to eyeliner. Okay, so for eyeliner, what I'm going to do is use my Kylie gel eyeliner, or Kyliner, I guess. This is in the color black. This is just the eyeliner I used with the look, so I figured that's probably what I should use. I'm going to use it on a Sigma angled brow brush. You can use the Kyliner brushes that come with the kit. All mine are dirty and I'm a little bit lazy right now. So I'm just going to line, oops, that's okay, I can clean it up later. Sorry, I'm just going to line my upper lash line. These liners are super creamy. I like. Okay, and then time for the wing. Hopefully I can stay in frame because I never seem to be able to. Keep in mind the gel isn't my forte. I'm better with liquid, so please don't judge me. Okay, so that's about the best I could do on camera. I'm probably just going to get off camera quickly and just touch it up. I'm just going to make the line a little more sharp. I have to get super close to the mirror in order to do that though, so I'm gonna have to do it off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did my face and I did my other eye and I sharpened up my eyeliner and I added some waterline Kyliner as well. So now I'm just going to move on to the lower lash line. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this dark shade again called Almond, and I'm just going to take it on a angled brush and run it over my lash line, keeping tight to the lashes. So I'm not like smudging it out very far, I'm just keeping it very close to the lash line. Then using our transition shade called Beach, I'm going to grab this on a Morphe smudger brush. It doesn't have a name because it's part of the vegan collection. Any denser, shorter brush will do because you need to like smudge, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. Then I'm just going to do my bottom lashes. I'm just using the Stretch X by Touch in Soul. It's from Sephora. I don't really like this, so I would use any mascara that you have on hand. This is definitely not something that I would repurchase. And lastly, for lashes, I'm going to take my Elle Steel Bold Lashes. These are the lashes I wore in all the Kylie Cosmetics photos. I really like them. They photograph really well and they're really pretty. So yeah, that's why I chose them. So I'm going to pop these on and see if I can do that successfully in frame. Oh god, I should have gotten my tweezers out ahead of time. Where are they? Where are they? Okay, good enough. There, so you can kind of see what they look like. My lash glue hasn't dried yet, but they're really pretty lashes. I like them. They're a little spiky and different, but still like flirty at the same time. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my other eye really quickly and then I'm going to come back and show you the final look. And this is the final look. I will zoom you in on the finished eyes really quickly. This is what they look like. I think they're super pretty. This is definitely one of my favorite looks that I created with the Kylie Cosmetics product. The highlight is the highlighter in the shade, what shade is that? French Vanilla. This one, it's the lightest one, and it has a little bit of a gold undertone, which I really, really like. As you can see, I've used it quite a bit because almost all the drips are gone. It's just hard to find a really light highlighter that will actually highlight my skin that's actually warm toned. Typically, they're a lot cooler, so I think that this is a really pretty option. The lip that I paired the eye look with is Lovesick Liquid Lipstick by Kat Von D. You could really pair any lipstick with it. I was kind of having a hard time choosing because almost everything looked good with this look, just because it's neutral and smoky, so almost all lip colors really go with it. And yeah, that is the completed look. Let me know if you kind of like this shorter tutorial where I just show you the eye. I could do quick tutorials on the other Kylie Cosmetics looks that I've done. So yeah, let me know if you like that idea. I typically use like all the same face products, so it's not even that fun besides the eye look. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like I just kind of do everything the same and then just change up the eyes and lips. So if you do want to see tutorials on the other Kylie Cosmetics looks I did, then yeah, I could definitely do that. Let me know in the comments or like this video if you'd like to see that. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and I will see you next time. Bye!